What's up, vlog? This is Geoff Woo. We are here in Dallas, Texas for Jake Paul, Mike Tyson's fight week. Already a busy day, but I'm gonna take you guys behind the scene. We already did a bunch of business meetings in the morning, had some great Texas barbecue. We're here at the press conference. Let's take you behind and see what's going on.
Geoff is like the plug.
This guy's a genius.
Gotta actually eat L's along the way.
I can be helpful, let me know.
Business.
Jeffrey's mic'd up.
All right, we got a lot of the fans showing up early for their press conference. The cool thing about this event versus the other ones is that this is a Netflix show. So I think the production value, just a little bit behind the scenes of seeing what Jake Nikisa, Most Valuable Promotions team is doing, that's like supercharged with Netflix. It's super cool. So just like all the merch and the decorations. This is by far an upgraded venue, upgraded production. And usually people aren't here that early. I want to just pop in, see what's going on. All right, I'm gonna introduce a recent addition to the W team, Zach. The interesting stunts, all that stuff, part of Zach's brainchild.
What's going on, guys?
Give a sneak peek of what we're gonna see on the press conference here.
Yeah, I mean, today we got a little stunt, which is the FJ can, so everyone knows that Jake kind of owns that like "fuck Jake Paul" chant. So doubled down on that and made some custom cans. So as soon as he starts that chant and throws them out, we're gonna throw them online and try to make a moment of it.
I think that's one of the great things. Someone like Jake, he's down to lean into the culture, lean into the emotion, and make it a moment, make it fun. So.
And make fun of himself a little bit
Yeah.
too. So hopefully it's a smash hit.
I'm gonna do a fight prediction. I mean, I know you've worked so hard during camp, so I wanted to see like after everything's done.
We're in the heavyweight division. If you know anything about the heavyweight division takes one punch. And that's what people don't understand. 90% of the fights in the heavyweight division end up in a knockout. This is not going to be any different. And for those who ever question, can Jake's power go up? We've seen it. He's put down guys who are ranked in the top 15 in the world. He's dominated heavyweights from the beginning of this camp all the way to now. This is going to end up with Jake Paul knocking Mike Tyson out.
Early, late, mid.
Don't care. Don't care.
Just get the job done.
Just get the job done. Here's the thing. When the lights come on, Jake shows up.
100%.
In everything you do. So you haven't seen one fight, and I mean not one fight where Jake Paul didn't go out there and put on a show and he showed up. Regardless of what was going on. He made no excuses. This is not going to be any different. You're not going to see a different Jake Paul than you've seen in other fights. You're going to see the same guy, but just got a little smarter, a little stronger, and more confident.
You heard from Coach Larry. We got Coach Third, head coach. Jay Leon always catches you sleeping. I follow his Instagram.
Man, all the time.
You're like
man.
a narcoleptic. You're just like going cracked out.
Hey,
but
listen, man. Catch me when I woke.
what do you read? I feel like Tyson's got like an interesting energy. He doesn't seem like he wants to talk.
He's one of them old throwback fighters. I mean, like myself, where I know what he's feeling.
You have a prediction? You have a fight prediction?
4 or 5 rounds tops. Jake Paul stop Mike Tyson.
You guys put in the work, so
Definitely put in
hope
the
the
work.
prediction comes through.
Hey, but you know what though? This is this is like really all for the fans, and tune in on Netflix
Free.
for free.
My theory on Tyson is that he's an old bull. He's preparing to die, and he doesn't want to talk. I think Jake is ready to die as well, but at least he's a good enough of an entertainer to like at least put on a show. Mike is too old to care. We'll see.
I think you can tell the difference between the entertainer versus the boxer for sure. I wonder what Mike Tyson's gonna feel like day up. It seems a bit nervous there. He didn't want to talk any shit.
I don't know. Maybe I think it might be easier for Jake than we expected.
Easier. What's your prediction?
I predicted Jake will get a knockdown early in the fight, maybe round 2, and then Tyson is going to be tough. He's going to stand back up. He's going to keep coming forward, and then Jake will finish rounds 5, 6, 7, 8. He knows. W knows. W man knows.
Yo, Jeff, aren't we supposed to shoot? What are you doing?
We are, of course, always shooting. We are always performing in life. Good morning, good morning. You just caught me in my deep meditation. It's beautiful in sunny Dallas. I'm gonna take you through the morning routine. Let's get actually the shirt off. Get that sun on our skin. Of course, we all follow the human.
What is on your back?
The cupping. Am I still bruised from the cupping?
Yeah.
It's actually with Jake this last weekend, and he has, of course, all the recovery, all the techniques. So met his one of his therapists, this guy V, and tried cupping for the first time. I've always seen it. It always looks very weird. I don't know how bad it looks, but
it's healing up, but the top ones look worse than the bottom ones.
yeah, apparently it's like if you bruise a lot, it means that you need it. I don't know if it's effective for me or not, but it definitely is a cool experience. Just kind of feel the suction on it. It's not very painful. Another busy day ahead, but in the early morning quiet, we get a little bit of sun. We're gonna have a great day. Taking some breaths in the morning, always helpful to just center. and then we get after it. Now you interrupted me. Anything else you want to know?
So how does this help with your business meetings and your day-to-day schedule?
We devolve to just what's in front of us. So we all have to actually be proactive versus reactive on all the input coming in at us. What do I mean by that? So if you wake up, you check your phone, boom, email, boom, text message, boom, Instagram feed, like. It's very easy for us to get caught in a reactive routine where all you do is respond to other people, the algorithms controlling where you think and where you spend your time. And this is actually a relatively new phenomenon because without devices, without the internet, we couldn't be reached. You would have to actually proactively put yourself outside for responses for stimulus to come in. So this is actually a relatively new phenomenon that we have to create a new environment in a new context where we can actually be proactive now. I'm probably as addicted to information as anybody, but I do try every morning to not look at devices, not have my brain hijacked in terms of what I want to be thinking. Get a little bit of sun, touch a little bit of grass. I don't know if I believe in grounding or not grounding, but at least it feels kind of nice to just have your bare feet touch some nature versus it just being wrapped in socks and shoes all the time. It's probably just as much mental as physiological in terms of the benefits. It's just like getting outside, looking at, making sure you see sun on your back, sun on your face, and then using that time to breathe and just think about what you want to get done that day. And it doesn't have to be like, hey, I'm gonna be a billionaire tomorrow. Hey, I'm gonna go write the next great American novel. It can just be like, hey, I'm gonna get a good breakfast, I'm going to do a workout, I'm gonna read this one chapter of a book. It can be very, very simple, but even just setting intention of like, hey, this is a couple things, the next thing I wanna do, and be proactive about seeking that, a great way to build that momentum to be productive that day. That's why we do what we do. You gotta program your life around you to be successful.
So what's next on the list for today?
Well, we have a board meeting for Better. Huge year for Better. You've seen all the content and all the gaming around Better, so that should be a fun one. It's always great to see investors, business partners all come together around Jake's fight. Want to get a workout in, and I might need to dress the part for tomorrow's fight, so might do a little bit of shopping as well. Have you heard of the Intro app?
No, I don't think so. What is it?
It's kind of like a expert network on your phone, meaning that you can book time with interesting entrepreneurs, CEOs, investors to get advice on how to build a company. It's mainly business oriented, but I'm sure there's other celebrities, other use cases for it. I heard about it because my friend Alexis, he founded Reddit, was a big investor in the company, and they asked me to join the platform. And of course, I always like to try and support my friends' companies, and it's been like kind of overwhelming. Like, just look at the dashboard, I feel like I'm a OnlyFans creator. Just in the last couple days, and I didn't even know that they turned on subscription for me. I mean, I was just kind of serious, like getting 12, 13K for trying to be as helpful as possible in short snippets of time. It's actually kind of humbling, but thank you for supporting.
Yeah, what kind of questions do you think they're gonna ask you? Like, do you think they'll pitch you, or do you think it'll be like...
Yeah, a lot of these conversations are a mix of business advice, just wanted to be in my network, pitch feedback. I think obviously if you're committing to a subscription, I imagine that these people would likely have successful businesses looking for scaling opportunities, all of that. I mean, this has literally happened like today. So now that we have some time en route to the gym, what questions should we answer for the world here? We're gonna drop free alpha.
So what's the difference between a VC and an angel investor?
Angel investor is a personal investor. I mean, I personally started off as an angel investor. I had my own money, and I had friends creating cool companies. I wanted to support them. And at the time, my first angel check was probably 10, 15K, 25K, right? Like, these are relatively small checks. And I've heard of people being angel investors with $1,000, $5,000. So angel investing is essentially you as a private individual investing. And usually the term is angel, meaning that it's like a friend. It's very, very risky. You're the angel from the capitalism god to give young entrepreneurs a shot at making their dreams come true. Venture capital, however, implies more professional, more institutionalized investing, meaning that a venture capital firm is a professional manager that does this as a professional job, managing other people's money, and has reports and obligations to be a fiduciary to return LP capital or their partner's capital. So usually venture capital is more strict and the relationship is more professional than your buddy who's writing you a 5K check to support your dream.
What is an LP?
LP in fund management terms stands for limited partner. So when you're talking to an investor, you're talking to a GP, a general partner, or an employee of the general partner. General partner are the active managers, the active allocators who go around meeting entrepreneurs and investing the money, figuring out the underwrite, figuring out the forecast, figuring out if it's a good deal or not. LPs, limited partners, are the investors into the GP. So LPs are kind of the boss, if you will, the people that use their capital to enable the GP to do their job. Super rich people, college endowments, pension funds, any large pool of capital that is looking to generate yield, generate returns, they're considered LPs.
What would be the best way to pitch to an investor, whether it's a VC or private equity firm?
Pitching a VC and pitching a private equity firm is very, very different. VC, early stage, they're gonna be more of a dreamer along the lines of investing in the team, investing in the product, investing in the roadmap. Private equity is much more of a financial investment, meaning that they're really looking at your numbers, looking at the revenues, looking at the costs. And usually as you get in a larger and larger business, it becomes much more financially oriented versus team, story, vision driven. I've been a founder, I've been a CEO raising money. I've been a GP investing money. I've been an angel investor investing money into founders. I've also been an LP investing into other people's funds. I see the dynamic across the entire ecosystem, and I think most early stage founders are not financially oriented enough. When you look at TikTok gurus and startup gurus, they always talk to you about team, product, vision, tell a great story about how your little widget's gonna change the world. And that's all important and fine, but you need to very quickly deliver a financial return story, because ultimately every single investor is looking to make more money quickly using your business as an asset to generate that return. Don't think of angel investors or VCs as Santa Claus of capitalism giving you money to live out your dream. That is not the way to pitch a VC. Your pitch to a VC is, I need $1 million today, and I'm gonna give you $3 million next year. And then in 5 years, I might give you $10 to $15 million, right? You need to tell a financial story of how I'm gonna triple your money, if not give you 10 extra money in a very quick amount of time. That's the ultimate goal of a VC. A VC is looking to find that 3x or 10xers within a 5-year time frame. So it's arguably a very financial, numeric driven way to talk to investors, but ultimately that's what investors actually like. One thing I think I see a lot of people do wrong is that their squats range of motion is not deep enough. So one of the things I've been implementing recently is just doing ass to the ground, full range of motion, deep squats. I'm not loading any weight. I'm just doing high rep, full range of motion, good speed, good control. It feels like it's been really helpful to just stabilize my lower back. I can do the Asian squat for as long as I want. For most athletic movements, you want that full range of motion. Consider not just squatting heavy, adding plates, and you're just doing like little butt dips. That's nothing, right? I see so many people ego lifting, just loading up a bunch of plates and going like this. Okay, good for you, man. I'd rather get healthy, get full functional movement, load all the way down, all the way up. Much better for posture, stability, core. And of course, we're always powered by ketone IQ, brain fuel for champs and geniuses like myself. Green apple is actually delicious. Try this one out. I think for me, a core metric is that you gotta bench your body weight. That's our baseline functional strength. I'm like 170-ish. I'm gonna surpass my metric, and a good way to achieve your body weight goal is to not be obese. If you're overweight, make that job easier for you if you just cut 50 pounds of fat off, cut 100 pounds of fat off. Getting that body weight bench press, great health goal. I know a lot of people in bodybuilding are just like, only do cardio days or only do lifting days. And I think that's very limiting. I'm training for life. I'm training to be resilient. I'm training to be hard to kill. So I'm doing everything every single day. I think it's actually underestimated how much better you feel doing cardio every single day. Lifting obviously feels good, but if you really add cardio in, with the heart stronger, all your supporting muscles are stronger, getting that good sweat out, getting in 20 minutes of running every single day is definitely a business and life hack. All right, we're linking up with Damien. You've seen in my vlogs before, but we gotta properly introduce how much of a business badass Damien is. So you might have seen American Financing on, what, like Candace Owens?
We got quite a few. We got Candace Owens, Dan Bongino, Glenn Beck.
Remember that you were telling me that you were the biggest advertiser for iHeartRadio, so the biggest radio buyer across the country, so super smart.
Yeah, I think, well, first focusing on customer service, which a lot of the companies don't do, and just making sure that your message meets the service level you can do, so yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna go shopping.
and we're here for the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight.
Obviously. You always have like a low-key style when you carry yourself, right? I feel like in the image of a lot of young people, when they look at like a billionaire or successful business person, it's like you're either suited up all the time as like an old dude, or it's like you're just flashed out with like chains and watches and everything. What's your philosophy on just how you try to present yourself and how you like to dress?
Well, I'm a kite surfer, kind of beach guy, so I like to be chill. I live in Puerto Rico, so it's like that's got a chill vibe in itself. And I take a lot of P's and Q's from like Richard Branson. Like, you know, back in the day, he used to cut people's ties off if you wore a tie, and I like that. I respect that a lot. And then, you know, with the tech guys, Sergey and Larry, they changed the landscape too. And
like they're just straight up like 10, 100 millionaires that are wearing. They look like college kids,
yeah.
Right? Like they just don't care to. They're wearing t-shirts and hoodies and jeans, and they might not like really do their hair or even like shave properly.
Yeah.
You know?
You see guys dressed up in suits now, you're like a little awkward, a little even off, unless you're like in New York. I mean, everywhere else it's pretty laid back nowadays.
Yeah, so I think my sense for fashion is it's just pure signaling. Like for me, I'm very casual and formal in person because I care about substance over style. But as I've evolved as a human, I know that style is so important. We're all visual, right? Like you have the look, boom, like you gravitated towards watching. So to me, style is a tool. Style is a signal. Style is a way to convey something quickly beyond just your words. So I've been actually thinking about just dressing more in collared shirts, dressing a little bit more formally, because we're in such a world where everyone is so informal these days.
Well, you collared shirt, but you also have this very stylish one that's got some holes in it. It's not a normal.
I just came in from
shirt.
a workout, okay?
I like it.
Yeah. But I think I think to me, style is about understanding the rules of society and culture, but breaking them in the right ways. And it's funny now where I think dressing formally is now coming back because the world has moved so informal. I think after the pandemic, where everyone's used to working from home, no one's dressing up. I know that a lot of office cultures went from suit and tie or button down and tie to like polos.
Yeah.
And now it's t-shirts. And now you have even Zuckerberg wearing baggy influencer fit. I think when the meta swings so far that way, being distinguished with a little bit of formality, I think is a fresh look.
Yeah.
So that's if you see me dressed up in more formal clothes, now you know what the strategy, the thinking is behind it, right? Differentiate from everybody else.
Makes sense. And my main office is in Colorado, and it's a very casual granola kind of state, like Boulder, and that's very laid back.
And you've seen me talk about this in my content, my vlog. I want to only rock logos and brands that I'm a part of, because why give free impressions to other people's bottom line? But sometimes I break that own rule, because if you wear a famous logo, it means something to strangers. If you buy a Gucci or a Louis Vuitton, you're not buying the material. It's the same leather, the same cotton as the Gap or Uniqlo or Zara, but the logo, maybe the quality, like literally probably if it's a $5 blank, it's a $15 blank, but the logo costs $1,700. And people value that. So that's something I grapple with sometimes, which is that in like a large context of a spectacle like Jake Tyson, like it is not a very substantive venue to meet people, but you want to stand out to be able to like meet people and get instant credibility. And that's again where I think in a lot of these like fight events or these like very fancy spectacles, why you see a lot of people wear a lot of jewelry, very flashy sunglasses, and like very loud clothes. It kind of works. You're like, oh, who the fuck is that guy?
I always think, yeah, just wear your own thing. But I really like how Jake, he's always got W on or better on. Like, I mean, that's a massive poster
Yeah,
board.
no, I think I think that's like a co-evolution there, right? Like I've always been like, yeah, we're gonna rock logos, rock our own. But it's okay to like, I think, support and tap into the culture of other communities, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of brands, like, I mean, I think I mentioned Richard earlier, but like you look at him and you automatically think Virgin. You think about the brand right away.
Yeah.
This looks like the spot to shop in Dallas.
You watch guy?
Yeah, I got some watches, but I don't really wear them that often.
I think Vacheron Constantine is definitely like a good watch. I feel like the influencers aren't clued in on horology. I think people are on the APs and the Pateks, but I think in terms of horological sophistication, VC is top. But I don't know why the culture, people don't seem to like the brand as much. I'm a big Moncler fan. I think just something that's like obviously not as super athletic. You know, it's more just like a more fashion style, colorful.
Yeah, more like streetwear.
Yeah, streetwear jacket. Yeah.
Lightweight or more like.
More on the lighter side. So I think it should just be more of like a style fashion jacket versus a functional jacket.
So on the lighter side, I suggest like something like this. It's
Actually,
like
have this one. I think it'd be hilarious to just wear a yellow vest.
Go W style, W yellow.
Yeah, W yellow. Like wear a collar and just use like a W vest. Or just wear this vest.
Just the vest, nothing
No,
underneath.
you gotta wear a shirt underneath.
I mean, if you like color, it's not.
I like the yellow because we have a brand together called W, and like the main color is yellow.
Well, I mean, since you mentioned yellow now, I mean, I know like this sweater would be too much out of the question, but this jacket is actually reversible. The inside is all yellow, like that yellow.
Okay, we gotta look at it. Maybe we switch. This is a cooler material actually.
More versatile too.
This one is more fashion forward. For sure.
Yeah. This is actually reversible.
Cool.
Yeah, no, this is cool. I think we have to do this. Let's go for this one.
All right. And this is one of our newest pieces this season. So you're getting jewel, yeah. Because actually the other day, honestly by accident, we found out that that jacket was reversible. We didn't know. Another client was looking at it, he turned it inside out and we were like, whoa, everybody dropped their jaw. I was like, oh my God.
It didn't get rejected. Appreciate the help.
Pleasure, yeah.
All right, you have Mike Tyson or Jake Paul tomorrow?
Mike.
We're on Jake's team here.
Okay. On Jake's team.
Jake's team. All right, we got what we needed. We got the jacket for tomorrow, and we picked up some slacks. So once I button this up, we will be board meeting approved. Let's get on our way. All right, we just scooped up Sean, Blake, Tim, got Schmidia in the front up there. About to go to the weigh-ins for Jake Tyson. Of course, we got some pro combat sports legends in this little SUV here, so we gotta get their fight predictions. Champ first, Sean.
Yeah, me, I'm a former UFC champion, turned cowboy.
Future UFC champ.
For future UFC champion, I got Jake Paul. I think he's gonna knock Mike Tyson out.
I got Mike Tyson round 2 knocking out Jake Paul.
No way, buddy, you're
Dude,
high.
you can't
This
speak
guy's
that.
high.
You can't speak that vibe out
I'm
there.
sorry.
This guy's high. Ask Tim.
We asked Tim. Tim actually is a top level MMA coach, so we'll take this opinion here.
Mike Tyson, 58. He does hit hard still. He's just not going to be fast enough to hit Jake right now. Jake's 27. He's in it. He's been in it these last 5-6 years. So I think Jake Paul is going to beat him by decision.
Good call. Good call. I think decision is a underrated outcome here. I think people are very focused on a knockout. Last but not least, Schmitty.
I'm just excited. This is a historical fight. I just don't want to see Mike Tyson die.
We might see him die. I think Jake is ready to do it. So we'll see whose prediction comes out. See you guys out there.
Where we should ride in swangers and put diamonds in our necklace. Pour drink inside my lemonade till it look like a Pepsi. See, I come from the D where we got checks and we be flexing. If you ain't from my state, then you should know don't fuck.
All right, we're here at the weigh-ins, kicking it with Ruby, Sean, some of our W co-owners. Got an awesome locked off little area for us to chill and watch the weigh-ins. Of course, it's the preview. Keeping energy chill. Big event is tomorrow. Always great to see the friends, fam, the team. Everyone's worked hard. Everyone's supporting Jake. We're riding for you.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
See, Jake knows. In the calm of the hurricane, the eye of the hurricane, you meditate. You're in peace. That's what Jake's doing right there. He knows. Tyson's spooked. It's not classy to slap someone on a face-off. Tyson's rattled. So the W punching machine went so viral. Netflix needed it back in the arena. Cheer at the weigh-ins. People are punching this thing up. Great partnership between Netflix, Most Valuable Promotions, and W. Jake's head is tucked in there. It's safe for now. Mike Tyson already slapped Jake, so I guess they're making Jake's head rest for a little bit. We're here early at AT&T Stadium to scope out the venue. It's crazy how packed it already is. Got our credentials. We'll make sure our friends and investors and partners at the W Happy Hour are fine. It's wild that this event venue is already buzzing. And it's like gonna be 6 hours until Jake walks out. Crazy. All right, we are here at the W official happy hour pre-fight. We got a great crowd, investors, co-owners, friends and family. We got Kale, our wonderful community manager.
What's up, what's up?
How good is our community tonight?
Community's roaring. We got a ton of people hyped about W. We were tossing it out, filmed a bunch of content. People are loving what's going on.
I think that's like the fun thing about the brand that we're building. It feels like it's alive, right? Like we're talking to real people. I feel like so many big corporations are just like, run an e-commerce website, run an advertising ad. We got folks like Kale on the ground talking to real people.
The sentiment's really high. I think that's the best part is people see us online and in person. A lot of people coming up, they compliment the shirt. Yo, where can I get one? It's super fun. And people will say, oh, I saw this the other day. That's the best part when you work on something and people notice you. And that's what we're all about.
Kale might have dropped some alpha there around the shirts. Stay tuned. See you at the fight.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it. Do it better than anybody you ever seen do it. Screams from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power.
All right, just checking out the back of house. Energy in the venue is popping off. So this is super exciting. We got some good friends, good family, good business partners, and isn't this an epic, crazy stadium? 80,000 capacity, fucking amazing. Let's fucking go, Jake. I'm a Silicon Valley tech guy. I see like rich people want to be cool, poor people want to be wealthy. It's like there's an arbitrage now. I've been to basically every single Jake Paul fight for work, but also as a fan since we started Anti-Foot and started doing business together. I just gotta give compliments to Jake, Nikisa, Most Valuable Promotions, Netflix, amazing production value. Actually had dinner with a good group of people, the production team that came in actually apparently replaced the old production team, updated everything. You see the walkout. This is a really cool blend of hospitality, sports, entertainment, and business. Definitely gets me going as an entrepreneur because I am not interested personally that much into sports or entertainment, but being thrust and seeing the opportunity and the platform of getting 80,000 people riled up, coming out here, spending money, excited to see great athletes compete. You can't help as a human but consider that this is very interesting from a culture, power, inspiration perspective. So it's opened my eyes a lot in terms of the power of culture, the power of sport, the power of entertainment. Just as much as I'm having a good time with friends, family, business partners. We got amazing W activation going everywhere. This is also a learning moment to just see the power of culture, the power of entertainment, the power of sport, the power of media. All right, let's get back to the fight.
By unanimous decision, Jake and go!
Support everything. History in the making. Let's fucking turn up. Love you, bro. Love you. That was crazy fucking work.
show is over. It's so interesting to see behind the scenes. They're just tearing it down. Crazy production, boom, event's over. It's a wrap. Look at the tear down. This is how professional event production goes. Jake got the W. Probably kick it back at that crib. Keep following along. Appreciate the likes, comments, subscribes. Keep winning. We are out.